Diaspora connect you, Ogambo Tia, or Silvio Tia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. Elinyaze, Mary Flavia, Namulindwa, Kubla Mwana, Okwestokida. Tuwebaza okuba nti mwewayo ne subscribinga ne likinga ate ne tubaweereza ebyo tulina okuba tubaweereza. Nabagamba I bring you closer to those people bolabire wala noga bannange yani oyo akola ki yeyisacha ngeza okulaba ngamba kusembereza. Mwansaba omukyala Manuela Mulondo, Muchala wa Mwami Brian Mulondo. Nange ningamba Rashineda, because your wish is my command.
Oh wow. I love that.
Yes.
Nange mwebalo kunjagala nange mbagala nyonyonyonyo nganda Flavia abanenga yogera lukata kalusofu kakawana Flavia napitanga
lwaki sikunyita
oyo Uganda lwe accident sijja muyita
one of my pod asked me but does Manuela know Uganda nimbaga yasha brana yogera Uganda Burundi no Uganda
ndaze ndi mululu era Uganda lwage lulimu ngoni bagita batya lulimu
really broken
very broken.
How come Lachinze wasn't Olim Kalma? You're from Kalmoja?
No, I'm Analur from West Nile.
From West Nile.
Yes.
Olimi olumanye.
Tolumanye.
Soko tubuzeko tutandike ato tubuli bakyo twayiga olulimi ro. Yes.
Banange sanyiso okubeera wano Flavia webale ku inviting her to be here.
Please.
Nebaza mukama to give me the opportunity okwogera namwe abali diaspora abakozesa dollars and pounds and yen and one and ezo multiple different currencies from ours, so I'm very honored okubeera wano and to be a part of this. Katinze sayiga my dad's language because my parents separated nga tukyali bana bato.
Okay.
So bombuzo olulimi lwa mami lwe mmanyi ngezaako okumanya because she was the one that we were with and when they separated, but I can try and so akama itienedi oyokudamu eyo
wait itienedi is that jokuna is that part of it?
No, those are japadola.
That means you grew up with a single mom, right?
Yes, I did.
And how was it like growing up with a single mom?
God bless her heart. She's actually right here. She's my strength. Of course, after God, there's so many things that we learned from her because she's a single mom. I've shared before that the lessons that you learn as a single mother are lessons that you should teach your children, and she taught us those lessons. We worked together. It was very hard. She went through a lot. In fact, I'm in a place right now where I'm begging her so that we can write her book because she went through so much. I don't even want to shortchange her experience, where itamu, where kola, to just raise us to where we are. Last weekend, her last born Yabada getting married. Last born was getting married.
Wow.
And so she's raised us. She went through so much. She went through so much hardship. In fact, I remember when she was separating Netata Wange, she had just got an accident. Yali secretary at Lint Marketing Board. Naenga yakafuna accident nga it is on this finger, the one which secretaries use the most. And that also at that time Lint Marketing Board was closing. So by the time she separated from my father, she didn't have any money. And that at the point of separation, her separation teyalinti because of tata wange yakolati over what no. It was because mukama ya mugamba. You're not married. Toli mchala mufumbo.
So mwaukane.
Wasanga, get out of that house. Nagamba banayi mukama nachi how will I do this? How will I do it? And he said, I'll take care of you. But you can't continue to live in sin and continue to pray to me.
Wait a minute. So when mubuza nti mama lwaki wayawukana ne taata nti mukama yangamba twawukane.
Yeah, because they are literally married. So what was she doing in the house?
So because dad did not commit.
Yeah, daddy did not commit. They were not married.
So you supported her, right?
Yes, of course. Kubanga, let me tell you. If you are in an institution, katugame kati ogenze Makerere University,
yes,
ogenze studying law, people are in class, they've not admitted you. You are seated in the class. When results and graduation comes, do they call you?
No, they don't.
Never call out here. You are not admitted, even if you sat in the class, even if you did tests. no matter what you do, when the time reaches, they say, hey, but how did you join here? So there are certain things ekikulu ebintu ebimu tetumanyi nti they are very spiritual. Obudde bunatuuka she's asking God to break through for her husband. Where is her husband? God simulaba. Because he's not your husband. So Sabachi, maybe you pray the father of my children. Nainga, you say my husband. No, he's not your husband.
Next time I'm going to ask you or request you give me an appointment with Mom. We'll get to discuss.
Hey, I hope you're ready.
I am very ready. Because I'll again ask her if you knew he hadn't committed, then why did you give him children?
Because she wasn't born again by then. Yalita never kuwa her life to Jesus Christ. Bweyatandikanga she's not born again naye bweyatuuka mu middawo ng'amaze okuzaala all three n'agenda ku church n'agamba okay, I've given my life to Christ. Okay, in fact yali anywa sigala okumanya she's a good person to interview. Yali anywa sigala yali anywa alcohol. In fact, I keep telling my people friends that my parents used to smoke like chimneys and drink like fish.
Do you?
No, I do not. I learned from them. Chevangamba that when you're a single parent, that lessons you learn, you need to teach your children. And so when God was working on her journey, as she gives her life to Christ, he starts off with, Mommy, he started with which one? The alcohol or the cigarettes?
The cigarettes.
Cigarettes. So starts off by taking off the cigarettes. Then after that, the alcohol. After the alcohol, he says, kati yeyo joli. Si watufu.
I'm going to ask after the preaching. Did you get somebody else or one from?
She says Jesus is her husband. Let me tell you, Eraba Diaspora sent us some pictures of some men who can.
Yes, this still looks good.
Yes, she does.
For those who are watching us, Manuela.
Well, married to Jesus.
Oh, wow, that's good. I want to get married to Jesus.
Oluddewo dear. Oluddewo.
I'm too young.
You should marry your man.
How come you should to get married to Jesus and she's married to Jesus?
Because she wants to keep him.
President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. Let's talk about it. Amanya abantu bali nzali mu America. Nzali mu America. Nzabanaye. Time na president.
Oh yes, it's such an honor. In fact, let me be honest. When I get to America, I thought I was going to find like the streets are gold. Masa was. Then some poor people, even poor people in Uganda, like these people. Oh, kumanya you people chinchu Flavia Bazungu chebaina chebatu singer branding. Branding at their countries. So well, they will show you the best. Thank you, the best of the best. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think the problem is that also us when we reach there, we see the poor people, but we still talk about the good things. Tell people that things there are not wonderful. They are not 100%. You go to Dubai, people think Banang it's only full of Burj Khalifa. No, Dubai has a lot of areas that have very poor people. They have slums, big, huge slums.
But not more than us, at least between.
No, but they're still there because as we come down, all we think about is our slums. But they also have slums. Yeah, they're also going through so much. So anyway, for President Barack Obama, he's come here for Mandela Day. He had come to South Africa, and he was doing a celebration of Nelson Mandela, and we had been selected 200 leaders in Africa from around all the countries of Africa, to South Africa. We tried to get South Africa. We were really being taught it was called the Young Africa Leaders Initiative. No, Obama Fellows. Okay. For something else in the States, but this one was the Obama leaders. And so I was selected, and again, we were there for about, maybe, I think it was a week or two. Then Nebagamba that he's going to come and speak to us. and they needed somebody again on me introducing her. And I was called upon because Mama, you go and get my words, they take up on TikTok, they move it. That's Gaba that he was given all the 200 applications. Now choosing about 3 to 5. Now Gamba, these are the people that I would like to meet who would introduce me on stage. So never to each other 5 who had been selected, yes, out of the 200. As among the 5. And please note, into business, Jendi Mukulaganti I have and what I do, you daycare yange the cradle.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's really important to position yourself correctly. Tovera unogamba that mize chekola njao ninayo ya daycare. No. That's not what you have.
Talk about it.
Yeah, you have to talk about it because what the cradle does, we're open 24 hours a day. We're helping women and mothers who are in business, who are in corporate organizations. We help children from the time they are 0, newborn. We have here children who mama yafanga, they're giving birth to their child. Yes, the child has just been born. Fathers bring their children here so that a mother can continue to build her career. She can continue to build her life. Because these days it's hard to leave children with a house girl. Just this morning, Eranjakuwa, the voice note, and you listen. A mother is telling me that she found that a house girl had susud in a cup. You understand? Yet there is a toilet available for their maid. Kati, why are you susuring in a cup? Kati, now that is the one that you've left your baby with. Kati, that was the days of old you could live with a maid. But right now, if you have the ability, take your child to a place where they can be cared for. And so the way I share what we do here is that we use early childhood as a tool for women empowerment. No joking.
After you telling us about the Obama thing,
it's okay. Kati now, for me, I really believe that mama also I'm empowering her. Mpaka you finish all your money, mpaka you finish all your voice. Na yo mwana wembo abanga tali bulungi. Nebo okolo chataja. So for me, the first tool for empowering women is to take care of their children. So to setting up, we have a childcare center in Tinda, Twinendale, Ebuwate, but we also set up centers for childcare centers in organizations, in buildings. Kampala Road over downtown, and you have a room for to eat it, just setting up a place so that mothers can bring their children and they can breastfeed them, they can be taken care of, but also we can build their brains. Kubanga, it's important. I would able to say for Africa to build our brains. We're no longer going to beg. They're taking away all of our funding. Our children have to bring a baina magezi right from when they are born. Era into abazungu cheba tusingirako. Those of you who are in diaspora, muchimanyi, abana who are abroad, they start speaking with them right from the time they are in the stomach. They are singing to them. By the time a child comes out, they can express themselves. One or 2 years, Uganda, together with a 2-year-old from America, a 2-year-old. The difference is so big, it's so huge, and it's because of brain stimulation. So for me, it's a tool. Yeah, for mothers, because when mommy go board meeting, go call your board, you're presenting your board paper. Nayengo mani your child is being taken care of. If they are sick, you know that they are going to be taken to hospital. And the person who is there is not saying they're like a maid where the doctor asks, no, the person is able to say, because if a child gets sick, we don't call you, now come here, and then we go. No, you find us on the way to hospital. And we are saying that what happened to the child had this, their temperature was high like this, they had a fever, it's presenting in this format, they are throwing up, the color of their throw up, what their poop looks like. So those are the details. The people here who work here are university students. We didn't just go and pick them on the road. People. No, who didn't have work to do. No.
Somebody, hey,
No. Here we have university students, people who went to school, because that's the only way they can build the brains of their children. I believe that nursery schools should have people who are highly educated, because we are taking care of the first 90 days of a child's life, and that's when 90% of a child's brain is developed. In fact, me and you here, we are sitting on the brain that developed when we were 3 years old, under 3 years. So when I'm presenting it, that's how I present it. I think he said, oh no, I want to meet this one. So they call us among the 5. They did a short interview with all of us. And I did well on the interview. And so the morning of, they told me, you're going to meet him first. We talked for 30 minutes. And as I know his things, I know. We talked face to face like this. Seated, yes, how are you? What's your name? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Oh, and let me tell you, I saw him. He's a very intentional man. He looks at me the way you're looking, like this, straight in the eye.
Yes.
Tell me about yourself. No, because for me, I believe that problems are just an opportunity for you to step higher and to do better.
Okay.
So for me, I was just telling him I was raised by a, so we identified because we were both born. we were both raised by single moms. We both had 2 children. He even told me, hey, you got a pigeon pair. That's a boy and a girl. Me, I just have girls. I told him, oh, well, they're going to bring you boys. We laughed, we joked. Well, we had a really good time. Was there
anybody else or the 2 of you?
And of course, there was media. What if I jump on him? So I had to be managed. What if I become so happy? No. But I managed myself.
How did you conduct yourself?
First of all, it was very scary. The night before I practiced, when they told me I was going to get 30 minutes with him, I was thinking, what questions am I going to ask the man? But he did not allow me to ask any questions.
It was just
because he was interested in me. Who are you? Why do you do the work that you do? So, okay. So tell me about the business. What exactly do you do? All of those ones I'm explaining. It was such a beautiful moment for me. Money. Dear. Bwebanga simanyi Uganda ate noteekamu slang or suderi anyway. No, he did not give me. Bambi, that president is not like other presidents. Hey. If you know, you know. No. He didn't carry money. They don't carry money. No, he had come alone.
That was a very good idea.
It was a very, very beautiful.
I have to keep my hands to myself like this.
Yeah, let me tell you. In fact, by the time they told me I had to sign an NDA, I couldn't tell people that I was going to meet him until after the fact.
You take some photos?
Of course. Now, do you know what happened to me? Our photos could not be shared online.
Why?
He was not wearing a ring. Yes, they're very strict like that. They're very strict. So if somebody watches, they can tell that for that particular session, it was in 2018, he didn't have his ring on. So all the pictures that are just like up here without hands. But and yet all the time we were talking, we were very, but he didn't have a ring on. Yes. I know, but we have at least I found a picture, at least one. Yes.
Did you tell the children?
Of course, but only after the fact. Do you know that Sivabulirangako, they've never known? No, manyi? Banange kamba kumire.
Wait a minute. By that time, were in a brand?
Yes, I was.
Did you travel with him or were you
Neda were now at home. I asked for permission. When I signed the NDA, they gave me permission to speak to one person. So I told he's the one that I told.
What was his reaction?
He said 2 things. Even up to now, he says it. We've shared on one of the ride with the Mulondos. He had never seen how it is possible for him to be happy for someone and jealous at the same time. Yeah, he said, I was so jealous. He said, my God, I was so happy, but also I was so jealous. He didn't know. I know, but he was. Yes. Even hugging, what are you saying? Ungalo just small. Yeah, but it was.
That's something big.
Yes, it was. It was really big. Yeah. It was one of those things that was very hard to recover from.
Senior 6 university to come out.
Njagala tutandike ku S1 at least. Kubanga S1 to S4 is a very formative time in the time of a child's life. But also, when again I'm O level, it was very important for me. It's important for me to recognize a school. Bajita, Our Lady of Good Counsel Girls, a senior secondary school.
Okay.
And then after I was done with that, I went to King's College Buddo.
Oh,
so I didn't want to just say King's College Budong. I have not been able to recognize the fact that I started at Our Lady of Good Counsel Gayaza. So I came from Kitante Primary School. I think I got a 7. I think we used to get 4 was the best, but I got a 7, so I couldn't go to any of my schools. That time it was so tight. The competition was so tight.
Yes.
But even the school that I could go to, my mom didn't have money. God bless her heart. So she got a scholarship, her together with my uncle. They got me a scholarship for girls in the north who do well that are not able to pay school fees. So I got a scholarship from Forum for African Women Educationalists. God bless them very, very, very much. So the schools at the time they had available where they were paying school fees included Our Lady of Good Counsel. So even if I had wanted to go to Gayaza, Nabingo, they were not offering at that time. So either I hadn't passed well enough to go to that school where they already have students that they are sponsoring, or the school that I wanted to go to, even if I had qualified, they were not sponsoring. So they just gave us a list of schools, and that's a school that my mom picked. I think Regina Laboke was a headmistress at that time. That's where I met many of my really, really good friends. We've grown together over the years. We've worked together over the years. To date, those are 20-year friendships. That school did a lot for me. I think for me, that's the one place that my Christian walk became even stronger. I'd given my life to Christ, Ngandi, 6 years old. Nenga ndi primary school, and ngatobi manyi. But so S1 to S4 was where my Christian walk was strengthened. And interestingly, in a Catholic school, but that is where my Christian walk. Most people, please stop saying that environments are toxic. Those are places that maybe you need to grow, because that's where my Christian walk was really strengthened. I met wonderful women, Thelma, Helga, who were born again, and I just grew in that area. I was a brilliant child. I was intelligent, so even when I was done, I did really well. Nakola bulungi nnyo, and I was admitted in King's College Budo to do physics, chemistry, mathematics, and technical drawing.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah. So that's chemistry, mathematics, technical drawing.
Are you good at numbers?
Yes, very, very, very good. Actually, a lot of the things that I do right now, I apply a lot of mathematical principles. While there is this thing that people always get shocked at, that I have a menu for a year. The reason also I have a menu for a year is because of permutations. Permutations are what we learn in mathematics. It's actually not for 1 year, it's for 1.5 years. If you just list all the foods and all the sauces, you can permutate, and you have mathematics.
Manuela.
Yes, you can. You can use mathematics.
A menu for a year.
A menu for a year.
So you know what
mathematics.
you're going to eat.
If you call
on
me
November 1st.
Yes, of 2026.
And you stick.
And I'm not repeating. There is no combination. I'm telling you that is repeated. There is no combination that is repeated.
No, no. This is impossible.
Why no? Why?
No quarter all popular. No kola calendar. No kola menu. Ntingena kusomwezi 28 August. Njakulia beef and this and this.
Era bobo chagala chiri ku my website www.manuelapmulondo.com. 60,000 shillings.
Michwalo mukaga. Lwaki ogitunda?
Of course, why not? Why not? Ojagala for free?
Hey.
I went and studied and I've applied my knowledge. Oja kusasula. Ninga doctor kati. Kati ndi doctor wa menu.
No. As in, no one can make a jogging or kulia.
Yes.
No jibana, no jimanya. And then you don't repeat any food.
No, you don't repeat any combination. Of course, the foods are the same. Zibila matoke, what? Yeah, you don't repeat a combination. Yes. No, you don't repeat a combination.
Throughout the whole year?
Through the whole year. 1.5 years. 60,000 shillings on my website. So that thing, Yatandika, when I started to have challenges in my marriage, nga mukama nangamba that it's because I'm a disorganized woman. You can't build a marriage when you're recognizing your role like as a homemaker. Brian yali atuuka ewaka nga I'm like, oh my God, let me go to a restaurant because oh my God, I did not prepare food. And so I was going through so much. I was trying to juggle, juggling. I'm working in a bank. I've started a business. I was pregnant and I have one who's 1 year old. Simanyi abantu nga bakola marriage kubanga I was raised by a single mom. Nga sibitegeera sibimanyi, no matter how much you've talked theory mulungi naye practical wetuuka muzibu. So when the practicality of how to manage my life came, nga bambi sibisobola, I'm a minister in church, I am very involved, I'm those people. Kati now life started to become very difficult for me, and I actually went into a depression, and I needed to get out of that depression. At that time when it happened, I had not slept for 3 days. You're not okay because you're not sleeping. What is this? So I remember when he's going to take me, I remember crying. Holy Spirit, and I don't understand what's wrong. I should think so. It was not okay. I was not okay. I'm depressed. When he comes home, the curtains are closed. I've not showered. The house is not mopped. The bed is just like that. It's like, but you're not fine. And me, I don't know where to go. I'll just take you to Butabika. I tell them people, this is not okay. You get, so I knew, but now I knew I needed help. Atenze bankuzanga, before you ask anybody for help, you ask the Holy Spirit for help. So I remember crying and saying, Holy Spirit, help me. What is wrong? What's wrong with me? What's going on with me? Help me, Lord, help me. Ate Bible yetu gamba nti he's our helper. Era yajja nanyamba. I will not go through the whole process of what I went through, but I remember he started to teach me amaka or how do you build a home. And so he started to teach me certain things that were bothering me so much that I didn't know. Things like food. The food in Uganda is the same. Either we eat macaroni, we eat chapati, we eat posho, we eat beans, we eat beef, we eat goat, we eat chicken, we eat matoke, we eat rice, we eat Irish, we eat sweet potatoes, all of those ones. Hey, Juni, those are the things. Pumpkin, the greens are all there. He just taught me how to list all of them, permutate them, and have a menu for a year so that nobody can come and say, no. I don't get those calls. I go home and I eat. And even the way we've structured the way I structured that product is, that menu, is that Irish, I can do them as chips, I can boil them, I can put them as a salad. That list is there, so that even you go tetabuza nkole Irish naye mukole ntya nedda options ziri awo picking. If last week wakola Irish no mu frying, that means this week maybe you should do chips. If you don't do chips nga you wakola, now this time you bake them. Now this time you do it, you fry with tomatoes and onions. All those options are there, so that omuntu tabera onali nabera stranded nga tamanyi chichakola mu nyumba. You know, when they come, even if muntu mupia omuwabu with a kalist no mugamba bwetu, this is January, we are in week 4, today is Wednesday. That's the food that you're going to cook. And if you're looking for options, engeri kijogendo bifumba, it is also here on that document. Sagala kunkubira. Kubanga after that nenkola ka shopping list. Because if you know chogendo kulia, chiba kitegeeza omanyi shopping list. Sicho, no kisindiko to the market person. Aberenga ya delivering atoina mukubira, toina kugenda no shopping, atoina nedda abi delivering. Iwaka.
Do you have maids at home?
No dear. So I don't have maids. They don't sleep in my home. The people that I have, the person that I have is a walk-in, and even
you're watching Diaspora Connect UG.
I used to spend hours in the mirror doing my eyebrows, and by the time I was done, one eyebrow was bigger than the other. The mornings were stressful, and to make things worse, the eyebrows would not even last a day. Every morning, you draw the eyebrows on, you try to blend, then you clean up, and you hope they look perfect and even. But by midday, the heat, the sweat, all life happens and they were nowhere to be seen. But what if you could wake up and your eyebrows were already perfectly done? Where you don't have to use eyebrow pencils, no powders, and without guessing? Well, at Prim Touch, we have 3 ways to finally stop that daily brow routine. We have Prim Touch microblading. This gives you natural hair-like strokes, perfect if you use a brow pencil. It looks like real brow hair and it lasts 1, 2, 3 years. Then we have Prim Touch micro shading. This gives you a soft filled-in look like your favorite brow powder. If you love a polished finish that never fades, this is for you. Then finally, we have the Prim Touch combination brows. This gives you the best of both worlds. Hair-like strokes at the front, shading towards the tail. It's like a pencil and powder routine built right into your skin. You see, every brow is custom mapped to fit your face. We numb the area to do away with the pain so that you are comfortable through the process. Then we shape the eyebrow with precision and design them in a way that suits your face perfectly. Most sessions take between 2 to 3 hours, but the results last for years. So, let me ask you this. Do you want to stop redrawing your eyebrows every day? Do you want to feel ready the moment you wake up? Book your session now. Whether it's microblading or micro shading or combination brows, this is beauty and freedom all in one package.
You're watching Diaspora Connect UG.
Now they are, but you're how old? 10 years old? 10, when the firstborn turned 10. 11. When the, 10, yes. When my firstborn turned 11 and the lastborn was 10, double digits, that's when I had a person come in. And even then, that person doesn't see me in the morning, doesn't see me in the evening. Because they come, they do their work. Clean, yes, they come after we've gone. And in the evening, they leave before I come back. So I come, I find the house clean, I find the food cooked, I find everything ready for us. Kuba, not sibagala maids. For example, now when we have this person, the structure jetuina, mba manyinti naye ali mama. Aina abana be. Chiba chitegeza. That's my imagination. If they don't, babata aina bana, aina ewawe jebabera. Isn't it? So this is a better job. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sikwagala mu nyumba yange after 5. Obudde bwakola buwedde ogende ewammwe. Obere n'abammwe, your family, your home, your parents, because this is a job. You're not a slave. For me, you're not a slave. You've come to work. You come at 8 a.m. As long as you're home by 8 a.m. I mean, you're at my home by 8 a.m. Ngabo clocking in for work by 8. If you can come earlier, that's okay. That's on you. But by the time you're home by 8. And then when you leave by 5, I've ever chased a maid because she would leave my home at 7, 8. I'm like, what are you doing here? You are married. Go home. Don't come back. Sagalom.
Manuela. One was a nga bakyali bato akakafula kaba kazigizige si kangu you're working olina omwana 1 year oli lubuto no wonder you went into depression.
No.
Because I mean, it was too much on you.
Yes. Yes, here. If I cannot be my own customer in my own business, then that's a problem. And that's why for me, the thing about getting depressed had nothing to do with where my children were going. Because my children were okay. They would come here to the cradle because I would stay with them for the 3 months. After the 3 months are done, I would allow them to, they would now be coming to the cradle. In fact, my son was our first customer for 6 months. We don't have any customer. People haven't yet understood daycare, child care, what it looks like 24 hours, child care only. They've never seen such a thing. The whole building, it's just the babies. Most times, child care, kabera room, musaidi just they are sleeping, only that. And then the rest has kindergarten and primary school. This one, only babies. Only. One class is newborn to 1 year, another one is 1 year to 2 years, another one is 2 years to 3 years, and even sometimes would have 3 years to 4 years, depending on when they are going to start their kindergarten. So for us, the children always came to child care, because for me, I believe in institutional care over informal care, like maids, yes.
Okay. If somebody asks you, Manuela, what do you do for a living?
Oh dear. That's such a nangisimani. What do you do? They ask me, what do you do? I'm like, even just today, yesterday, I've been called to an interview at UBC. And they were asking me, so what role there do we write? Do we write founder, the credo? Do we write president of the Alliance Foundation? What do we write that you do? Like, what okay. Exactly?
What? Manuela Mulondo,
for me, I don't do work.
What do you do?
I do purpose. Mpuliranga, when you come to this world, all you come to do is work. You abuse work. Oba my boss, Baja, they have to pay me on time. They have to do things like this. Me, I've never worked like that. I've never worked about us. It's never been about a salary. Wherever I go to work, I've gone to learn or I've gone to add value. Mami Wange is my witness because I would always tell her, Njagala genda, because I want to learn this. Because like at it now, I thought you would be going because you want to get money, mom. Yes. No, I want to go and learn this. I want to go and learn this skill. This skill is new. So that's how I worked. I've even worked in a church where they were giving me an opportunity to work with children because I like children. So that I can learn how to manage them, how to work with them. So for me, it's about purpose. And so everything that I do is around my purpose here on earth. And I encourage people, when you just do work as work, you end up being miserable. If you need to be in a place where you find fulfillment and purpose in the work that you do. Otherwise, you won't be fulfilled. So for me here, when God was creating me, as he knit me in my mother's womb, in the darkness inside there of her uterus, he called me to come here to help women, to challenge them, to motivate them, to inspire them, to win both at home and in the workplace. Okay. So everything I do, whether it is Bump Love, The Credo, Brandivers, Alias Foundation, Mulbag, Garage Group, all of them are for a woman. Different areas of a woman, all of them. Because we are able to. Bible yengamba, there's a gentleman by the name of Bezalel, when the time came to build the tabernacle. Mukama yagamba Moses, waliwo mwami gwe bayita Bezalel, son of Ur. Era bwogenda, it's such a fascinating scripture. Negamba nti, I've given him the spirit of knowledge and understanding to do all works of gold, of silver, of bronze, of stone, of carpentry. Bwe wali olabyeko a carpenter who's good at gold. A goldsmith who's good at stonework, or a stonework guy who's good at bronze. It's not there, but Bezalel did. And so it's possible for God to give you many talents.
So you are the Bezalel?
I'm a Bezalel. I'm a Bezalel, but I'm not the only one. Even you, Flavia, you're a Bezalel.
Oh, wow.
You don't just do YouTube, no? Yeah, there is more to you than YouTube. Yeah. There are different aspects about your life for which you've been able to earn a living because you're skilled in it. God doesn't give, okay, there are certain people who he gives one skill, one talent. Naye waliwo abamu bawa 10, abalala 5, another one emu. Chokozesa your talent for is now the difference. But otherwise at work grace. Bwaba kuwade 10 talents, ajja kuwa grace to do the 10 talents that he has given you.
Let's talk about marriage.
Yes. 14. 14 years. Bwetwatandika, it was very difficult. Nga wena kugambye earlier, I didn't understand how a married couple is because I was raised in a single home. Naye nebaza mukama for my mother because my mother, I truly believe she prayed me in marriage. So it was very, very difficult. But there were certain things zenalinina as a consideration in the marriage. And I thank God for Brian because also him, he had those considerations. Before we got married, Trina uncle affair ya Twitter at his home. Natugamba waliwo a generational curse ku family yamwe. Tugamba otyo. Ate Brian yandi mutegedde atya. This is my uncle. Choka ali mukugamba my fiance. Nagamba, that one, you see her there. There is a curse, a generational curse that she has to break. Yankola bulungi nnyo. Yankola bulungi nnyo. Nnyo nze kankunyumize. So namugamba, in her home, women don't get married for long. So we are going to pray. Netuyingira mu fasting and prayer. Natugamba nti Brian alina okujoininga me to do fasting and prayer because he needs to understand. So bwe twatuuka in the marriage nga bintu biri difficult ng'ali aware. Era nzijjukira the last time I ever tried to kunoba nga nina kasuitcase kange nga nkateekaawo ku side nga buli bwe nkayitako nga he has annoyed me mugamba by then I can leave. As you can see I've already packed. I'm not those women who unpack after you've kunoba. No, I leave it packed so that you know I can leave. My mother left my father, so I can leave. Yeah, I can be poor as a sinner. I have no problem. I can do without you. So please don't be there and you think that Wamala. So no. Please be warned. Anytime now. So I remember the last time Gandhi on the journey, I'm on my way to Kunoba. He got the key. He rushed ahead of me. He locked the door and threw out the key.
Okay. Now
I said, you'll not do that anymore. He said, you'll not do that anymore. We're going to fight to be together. You'll be a married woman.
Your husband.
Yes, you'll be a married woman. You'll not follow the steps of your mother and your father. You'll be a married woman and you'll do well. We'll be fine. We'll fight, but we'll be fine. Wow. That was the last time. And from then on, we started to work towards... Yes, from then on, we started to work towards what can we do to be happier? What can we do to be better? We started to go through certain, various journeys. I remember one of the things that I struggled with was I used to feel that if he gives me feedback about myself, he wants me to change. Of course, I can imagine that he was feeling the same way, but since I'm not Brian, I can't speak on his behalf. Yes. That one, you'll have to interview him separately. I will. But for me, what I felt at that time, I was like, why does he want me to change? I don't want to change. And I remember Spirit of the Lord, Nangamba, I had a conversation with him and he told me, no, you're becoming a better version of yourself. Read my word. And so when I read the word, I found that many of the things that Brian was telling me were things that the scriptures tell me as a born-again Christian that I need to do. When the Bible tells us that you speak few words, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. So Wagamba, Manuela, you're speaking and you're not thinking through what you're saying. Wait. Just hold on. Think through it before you say it. Ngami, I don't care. I'll talk because I have a mouth. In fact, I'm confident. Why do you want to shut me down? It's please. I can talk. I can talk. Talk is not a problem. It's like, when I tell you, God, when I tell you that God has rescued some of us, people, you in the car, but we've gone through so much. Of course. No, Neda. Bambi, he cannot. No, Bambi, I can't. I can't. I can't. That's the last thing that we can think about. No, that's not an option. Brian. Brian. He does.
Nagamba, I'm sorry.
He says, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm wrong, but I'm sorry if it's what we're going to use for you to talk, for us to talk and have conversation. Yeah, but after that was then. But now, even I feel like I'm better. Like if those days I used to be like, cause zero. Maybe now ndi could two. Sinatoka ku 10, but watch it here. I'm on my way. Yeah, he's
we've seen lots of marriages break because omukyala mukozi omwami mukozi omukyala alina sente nyingi omwami talina gwenga gwe tugenda kugamba nti Brian omusinga sente bakusenga but according to you kitegeeza kyokuba nti oli mufumbo okola emirimu nga kanaana ate olina n'abaana bokurenzi. Yes.
I think if you look at marriage nga just okugata kwa mwami n'omukyala, it will be very difficult. You have to be in a place where this is destiny, this is purpose, this is God. This is spiritual. You stop olekerawo okulaba marriage as if it's a thing of here oganya okwogera nange. No. It's not that he has refused to talk to you, but now you've refused to talk to him. No, the enemy is fighting the marriage. You start to look at it at a different angle, not together that this, the devil. Oh. The devil is the enemy because he does not believe in marriage. You see, Mukama we are told that all the lakes and the rivers and the world, all of those ones after he created them. When he created man, Nagamba, yes. After all these things, he would say, oh, this is so good. This is well done. He saw it was good, and then he created the next thing. Then when he created Adam, that's the first time he said, it's not good for a man to be alone. Because Mukama causes a family. No matter what you do, you can't, even if you want to say, oh, a company doesn't need a family. No, the person who started that company came from a family, or was building a family and needed the support of a family. The smallest unit of any economy, any country, any nation, any continent is a family. The union between a man and a woman. Until the people who you're employing have families. It's not that they have companies. No. It is the SI unit of our existence. Family. That means, wowo yagala to destroy people. What do you attack? Family. Exactly. It shouldn't be a shock. He doesn't need to pull down your big company. You'll get up. But let him destroy your family. Because you see people, when their business has gone down, yes, they get depressed, all of those things. But tomorrow they can get up and they can rise up again. But family hurts differently. Family pains differently. No one can ever come and tell you I have post-traumatic stress disorder because my business died. No. You get, most of the times it's because tata wange yali akuba mama wange yali alcoholic, tata wange, you get. Yes. Nobody will come and tell you these days I am addicted to sex because my business crashed. No, most times, the majority of times, it is coming from childhood trauma. So the family is very important. So the day I understood it, this thing is spiritual. See, just musajja kugatta with a woman and wear a big ball gown, no gender in and no lumia your enemies. No, I don't know. I don't know. But for women to be able to say that, I'm happy, I've gotten married now, on the Luja, now I'm married. It's more than that. It's very spiritual. So that day I understood that. Then I understood that there are certain things he's going to fight. And one of the things that he's fighting now in our day and age is the role of a man and a woman. Kati omusajja atakola. You're not doing your role. Omuchala atalabida the babies, her children. You're not doing your role. You have to be in a place where you understand if wetubanga tuli in a let's say you witness an accident, somebody has fallen there, and you see somebody nga ine court nga ina kagondi ka doctor, who do you expect to go and help that person? Of course. So you who has a uterus, we are expecting, because you are the one with it, that you're going to care for your children. And mainly those people who used to feel, no, we should share half and half. If I take care of the children 50% of the time, also you should take care of the children. After all, I'm going to work. I'm also bringing money. Also, you should bring money. No, it is not to be. It's not to be taken as a, what's this word? You don't hold someone ransom because he has not taken care of the children. No, that's my role. So when he comes to help me with the children, he's helping me. And I need to recognize and acknowledge that because I am the one with the uterus. Mm-hmm. You get it? Mm-hmm. When you go to an organization and you need an approval for an expenditure, do you go to the guard? No. You get it? Do you go to the guard? No, you don't. You go to the finance person because they have jurisdiction in that area. Yes, they can call someone and say, hey, please help me and sign. Even if they say that God should sign, should put a chikomo. Nayenga, it has come from The guard can't come and say, me, I have to sign the papers.
No.
Or the finance person can't say, you have to sign the paper. No, it's his jurisdiction. So when the guard helps him to press the chukumo so that the payments are made, he has helped him. But the enemy will come and fight it. We're like, sure, didn't he also take part in the children? Wasn't he a part of the process?
He was.
Yeah. So why isn't he? He has to buy. No, not dear.
Let me ask you something.
It's ours. Unashamedly so.
Ours, what do you mean?
Women. That's what I've been trying to explain this whole time. Okay. That's why I've been explaining that. Muchala. That's why I'm asking you, kankubuze. Mulimu gwani okuleta sente to provide in the home. Mulimu gwani. Auntie, we're doing one person at a time. Walisa akugambye nti both of us. Nkubuziza. Mulimu gwani kulete sente to provide in that. Oh, but the money you are going to say the woman. If a man came and said, hey, Flavia Banangi, you can work out, stay home to take care of the children, how will you be? Yeah, I'm glad you said okunyambako, because now you're the one going to buy his boxers. He's the one going to call you and say, dear, I need to shave my hair. Sindikira kasente. Most women can't manage that.
But they're doing it.
They can't handle it. Do they love it? When they go to bed.
But because of situations, circumstances.
Yeah, so what? But what if their man could take care of them?
The better.
Exactly. Let's not take what we would enjoy to see and make what is not okay normal. It's not. Let us treat it for what it truly is, that my husband has no job, he's taking care of my children, but he should look for a job. You get it? Let's not make it look like, it's okay, guys, it's okay. No, it's not.
So, Manuela, are you okay with the 50-50 part? 50-50?
No, not dear. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I'm not okay with it. Wow. I'm not okay with it because when I look at the scriptures, and the Bible tells me that my husband should love me like Christ loved the church. Christ paid the price, the ultimate price. So I have nothing to pay for again.
Your husband has to pay.
Takes care of me. When he removed me from my father's house, did he find me? I'm taking care of myself. Sorry, my mother's house. When he picked me from my mother's house, he found that they are taking care of me. And so I was working.
He has to take care of you.
Yes.
So what is your, apart from you,
my contribution is to give birth and to take care of the children.
And that's it.
And to give him a lineage. Where he says, yeah, those are Mulondo's children. Yeah, we've continued life. So when I work and I walk in my purpose, that's a whole different thing.
Where does your money go?
My money goes in my things. You know, there was a time I brought my money. Like, Mr. Mulondo, God bless you so much. I brought my money. He said, you brought pocket change? How is it? I'm like, I'm contributing. He said, take. We did have a conversation, and he told me the one thing that I don't want you to ever do with your money is to build yourself a life, and I'm not aware of that life. So right now, I use my money to put the icing on the cake in our family and in our home. So if, for example, I want curtains, or I want to change up something, and it's not on the budget, my money will be the one to use it. Yes, we do. We plan every year for the entire year. Flavia, why are you laughing? Kati, I think... Why are you laughing? We sit down, we go to a hotel, 3 days. All we do is put on paper everything of ours. And say, what are we going to do with this? What are we doing in our assets? How are we doing with our parenting? What's happening with our finances? What's our focus for the year? What's our goal? How far are we on our life's vision? Those are conversations that we have. And we can be there and even sleep in papers because they're just too many. But by the time we leave, we know what we are coming to do now.
You and your husband?
Yes.
Oh. No, also, only one more.
Hey, I was raised by parents who have Luzogo.
Do you have miscellaneous budget?
Absolutely. There's always miscellaneous. Every budget must have miscellaneous. But the problem I want to share in a budget, and maybe let me share with people, is that most times to budgeting are expenses. No budget income. If you budget expenses, I had a gentleman, Bamita Apostle Moses Mukisa. Yeah, he writes in his book, Straightforward Financial Growth. He writes in his book, Nagamba, that the muscle that you exercise the most is the one that grows. And if you're spending every day, you only earn once a month, which muscle are you growing? The one of spending, yes. That's a muscle you're growing because you're doing it every day. You are spending every single day, but you only earn once a month. Yeah. So he then says that you start to budget income so that you work towards earning money every single day. So that is the muscle that you grow, you get. Yes. So even when we are sitting down to do things like our budgets, we're sitting down not to think through expenses. If you are making money, you're too busy to spend it. Yeah. If you're making money, you're too busy to be spending it. You're too busy, you are too tired. When they call you to a party, you're like, dear, I'm not able to make it. When they call you to do, because you're busy or you are tired from working because you are trying to get money in. Yes, dear.
Everybody is watching us. Let me hope you're learning a thing or two because in the one kabwe jumbi na ngena kuva wanu ngambutu. Binti ugena chuka.
Amina.
Ngetu yako timetable y'omwaka. Netugenda okubyo. It's strange. Anyway, let me ask you this question, Manuela. Is marriage an achievement?
No. The Bible tells us that if possible, don't get married. Because you'll have many troubles. Bible. Either if you go to church and you're there praying to God for a what? For a husband. For a woman. Please note that the Bible says, if possible, don't get married. For there will be many troubles.
Why do people think, most of today, why do they think marriage is an achievement?
I don't know. And I wish they knew. You see, marriage was not created to make us happy. It was created to make us holy. And the process of purification and sanctification and consecration and being made holy is not easy. In fact, if you can be single, just be single.
Yeah,
that's what Paul says.
Look, even in the same book, Uganda, you know, Muzale mu, our mwana nabi wata
yes. Yes. Yes, it does. But it also tells you that if possible, don't. Yeah, you have to. You have to read it and you have to know what is for you. Some people, they are going to multiply and give birth and give birth and give birth. But some people, Paul says, if possible, don't. Just put your life in it is just in line with. That's why Catholic priests don't get married. Because they are walking in line with that scripture. Because if possible, there are many troubles. Well, has somebody ever told you there are many troubles there?
Of course.
And then you run there.
That is it.
What you
you are born for that.
So when you reach there is trouble. Don't be shocked.
Today somebody is getting in, another is
getting out. Yeah, so when you enter, if they tell you there is trouble, you shock me when you go and find trouble and then you run away. I'm like, friend, they told you there is trouble.
And you insisted.
And you went. So now you're running out, you say, hey, there is trouble there. You would have stayed single. One day. I'm telling you, they cannot tell you that there is trouble there. And you go very well. In fact, you collect, all of us, we collect money for you for your wedding. You dress up well in your white dress. You do even a reception, no, to Lisa properly, well, nicely. On your way to trouble. Then you reach, then you sense that there was so much trouble. It was there.
And you knew it.
And you knew it. But they lie to you, it's a bed of roses, no. So that means when you go there knowing trouble, it's trouble. You're not going there to play. Even to be serious. Which together. That's why we go back to the beginning where you know that the reason for marriage is family. It is what God uses. So there is trouble because the enemy is going to fight. So you don't go there and say to me, he used to do like this, and then he's... No! He's fighting.
Let me ask you another question.
Please ask.
Manuela, why is it that when we talk about courtship, no one, let me hope you also experienced it, which I know, Brian.
Yes.
I'm going to be a Korean. I'm going to be okay. I mean, come over all the time, yes, never chuka. What happens?
The thing about women is we don't understand that for men are wired differently. Men are wired to, when you're going to hunt, you get the antelope, you shoot it, you eat it. When you've eaten it, you are full. But now you're the antelope. To be hunted, you're already finished. You've already been eaten. You are gone. You've been digested, you've been poo-pooed even.
You know more.
So, and that is the point at which you as a woman chase yourself.
Don't chase a man. No. Preach, mama.
Don't hope that he's going to chase you.
Preach, mama.
Chase yourself. Do you know how many men wish their women would be the woman they were who they met? Do you know why? Because she was running. They were chasing them. But for you, when you reach, you've sat like this, you eat me. So now he has eaten you, he has finished you. I tell you, you're saying, "Not to chase me." But you are seated. Get up. How can you chase something that's seated? Get up. Run. Chase your dreams. Chase your ambition. I don't want to say make him run for you, but you chase yourself. Because I cannot determine what a man will do. I can't determine his action. And I don't want to be here in a place where I say, once you chase your dreams, he will come for you. No, dear. Chase them for you.
Not for him.
Not for him.
Look good for you.
For you.
Not for a man.
Not for a man.
Make that money for you.
Come on now. Jogging, I see what yeah, but that's a case. And he's attracted to that. In fact, that's what he found you doing. He found you ngoli, or you're doing your father's business, ngoli busy, you're labi kabulunji, you're taking care of even if there are people at home, you're like, oh no, I'm on my way to hospital, my mom is not well, I'm taking care of her, and then after that, I'm going to church. Neka say you get married like this, way papa. Church, we have to go to the hospital together. Hey, Bananki, it is your life. If not, you start wanting to be in his. I have to watch his football. I have to go. Hey, Bananki. Small. Make him want to be. Like, let him. You want to be in your own life. Run your life. Many men say, and my wife, after we got married, boah. Yeah, because she's no longer chasing her dreams. She's no longer running after her purpose. She's no longer to care for her mother. Let him still call you and you're like, oh no, baby, I'm on my way to hospital. I'll meet you after. Negwe, you're at home, you are waiting for him. And you see the thing about these men until they're here behind the cameras. Their life continues. Have I lied?
No, you're not.
Have I lied? They continue watching football. That's true. When they were dating you, the football, they would even leave it there. They even tell you they don't like Arsenal. Let them get you. They continue with life because now you are the antelope that was caught. So get up and run. Follow your life. It's your life. He's not living it for you. I remember once, and I had become a culprit of that. I thought that Brian has to be here. And also me, I have to be here. Like we have to be like, we have to be ever together, auntie. The Bible says you left your mother's house to come here so that we can become one. No. And he one day told me, he said, Manuela, I'm not going to go before the throne room of heaven. And God asks you what happened with your talents. And you say, Brian, you said, no. God gave you your gifts. He gave you your talent. He gave you your strengths. He gave you everything that you need for life. Do life. Me, I'm here with you by your side. I'm not here to replace those things. So Musanga, in everything that I do, he helps me. He's always there, and vice versa. Even him, he has things that he's targeting, things that he wants, things that he's looking forward to, his goals, his dreams, his vision. I also help. But we are not here that now everything about him has, no, it's not the case.
Ku Diaspora Connect UG. Kawomu, I know you're going to enjoy it. Let's talk about dominate.
Yes.
What is dominate?
So dominate is a gathering. It's a movement of women who are going to win both at home and at work.
Pardon?
It's a movement of women who are winning both at home and at work.
Okay.
They are dominating in their spaces at work, and they are dominating in their spaces at home. What I mean is that when they are a mother, they are dominating in that space. They are not those women who, the children, they ask, please bring your mother, and he calls the father because the father is a better mother than his mother. Hey, but why are you in shock?
There's no any man who is a better mother.
Who told you? Who told you? Flavia. You should ask me, as we are the ones who own schools.
Tell me.
Hey, you ask people in hospitals, nurses, doctors, you'll find out.
Tell me.
The reality is very, very different from what we know. A child can feel better nurtured by a father because a mother has not stood in her place and dominated that space as a mother. She has not raised her child. She's not raising her children. She's not teaching her children. It's possible. It's not alien. And so for us, what we're saying is that no, who you are at home, you're winning at it. You're the best mother. You are the best homemaker. You are the best wife. You are the best. And also in the office,
You're the best.
you are the best. It's possible because Proverbs 31 tells us that you can. Proverbs 31, that when you read about that woman, that's a blessing that Israelite men put on all of their women because it is possible. I fear people who go to church and they say they can't balance. I'm like, the one who goes and says that he's a God of impossibilities. That there's no such thing as balance. Nga God has said, Nga, you're the one who says he's the God who makes impossible things possible.
Yes.
And you've gone to church.
Yes.
And you've put offertory. And you've put tithe. Because the things that are impossible, that's his business. Yeah. So that means when you say, no, you can't be able to, and I've had it. In fact, there was a time in my life I thought so. But the truth is, you can. When God says I can, by the way, I can. And the Spirit of God is present for me to help me to do it. Because I can't do it in my own strength. Kastangezamu just on my own, I can't do it. I need the Holy Spirit to help me.
Yes.
So that's what Dominate is about.
So what's going to happen on the 28th of March?
On 28th of March, in the morning, you're going to wake up. You're going to shower. You're going to enter your car. You're going to enter a taxi. You're going to get on a border. You're going to enter your friend's car. You're going to enter a bus. Whatever thing you need, even if you're going to fly in, you're going to drive to Kololo Airstrip. When you come into Kololo Airstrip, there is going to be a conference. 5 powerful women will be speaking and sharing. They'll be sharing on the theme, the tide is turning.
The tide?
The tide is turning. The tide is turning is something that God placed on my heart around July last year. And he was telling me that things are going to change for women in their favor. It's going to, some things will look like challenges and some will be opportunities, but they need to know and they need to get ready to ride the tide. So the 5 women that are coming to speak to us, one is Dorothy Kabagambe. She's going to share on how to prepare for that tide. When it turns, when it comes. But right now it seems quiet, like everything is okay. Things are a bit, and you are waiting for a prophet to tell you. Things are seeming quiet, but things are going to turn around. It's going to shock people, but you best be ready as a woman because the opportunities are going to come. So Dorothy is going to teach us how to prepare for it. After that, Sandra Baingana is going to teach us how to understand your assignment.
Wait. Sandra Bayingana, Oluveta.
Yes. Yes. Oluveta had lost. I was like, Oluveta? Oh, elevator. Yes.
Oh, so Mama Bayingana.
Yes.
Oluveta.
Yes, Oluveta. Praise the Lord, or praise the Lord. Yes, praise Jesus. Yes, simanyi ate amaka gange simanyi. Yes, agenda to teaching understanding your assignment, because olumu there are certain things nga oino bikola tomanyi, it looks like it's difficult, it's a toxic environment, but that is where you are supposed to be. So agenda to teaching how to understand what does an assignment look like, what are the characteristics of an assignment, so that you understand that the job that I'm in right now, it might not be my dream job, but I have an assignment here, I have work to get done here, I have something I need to complete here. It's important that we know that. I keep telling people, Nadala, those who go to church, I tell them that, do they realize that God tells Abraham that I'm going to give you, you're going to be the father of nations. Yeah, you're going to have, now I'm promising her all those things. You would think that in line with what he has promised him, he's going to give birth to a child, isn't it? No, he tells him, quite an interview and go the other side. That was an assignment. Move, go there. Yes, there is this thing I have for you, but I have here a small assignment for you to do. Move from here up to there, because when your time comes and your people are many, the nations, they need where they will stay. Now, if you are Abraham of now, you told me you're going to give me children. What do you mean that I should leave Nasana and I go to Entebbe? Huh? Kumbe, that is the assignment you've been given. So she's going to help us to understand our assignments. The third person is Hilda Bahati Sabiti. Yes, she's going to be sharing on understanding seasons and cycles. Because when a tide turns, you never know what is coming at you. Is it a season? Is it a cycle? And you need to know, and to know what to do. Therefore, when you know this is a season or this is a cycle. The fourth person is Beatrice Biemanzi. Beatrice Biemanzi will be teaching and sharing with us on positioning yourself for influence. Being at the right place at the right time with the right people, doing the right thing with the right mindset. Nga, you're just in the right place for momentum to just take you. Nga, you don't have to do so much, because you've been positioned for influence. And then lastly, I'll come and share on harnessing the tide. Harnessing the tide, because you can have all these things, all of them, but if you don't know how to manage it, it will pass you by. You can be you've prepared, you can be you've understood your assignment, you can be you know the season or the cycle, you've even positioned for influence, na yet to hold it and keep it there. That's hard. And that thing which have a lot of times where they start something and then all of a sudden it has ended before it was time. Yes, before it's time. Yes. And you can tell, this was premature. Oh, this was not right. Atandi say YouTube channel, 3 years later, it's gone. Atandi say a building, they've sold it off because they've not been able to finish it. Atandi say a business, a good debt and atandika. So you can see that sometimes you can be you're right in the right place. I haven't even heard of people, they've got like money, they've got business, customers are coming, then we that the business failed. No, Gamba, how did the business fall? Holding it. Until yes, I can get money, I can get capital, but do I know business financing? Because if you're going to run your business the way you run your personal finances, your business is going to fall. Yes. If you don't know human resource, for example, you're going to fall. So it's about being able to harness this tide and to hold on. It's an opportunity, but it has made you. You know those people who get a lot of money, and it's that a lot of money that makes them crash. You know, you never think that can happen, but it can happen. Yes. You get so much recognition. Yeah? You've seen, for example, artists. Help me with that baby, please. Because by now they should be asleep. They're showering. Okay. Sorry about that. Where was I? You've seen, like now, for example, movie actors and musicians. You explain to me how wonderful this songbird commits suicide. What was it? Whitney Houston. Explain that. She has the fame. She has everything. She has the money. She has the money. She has everything. How does it? It's about holding that thing which was for you, it doesn't turn against you, because it's possible that thing which is meant to raise you, to lift you, to make you better is the thing that kills you. Isn't it absurd?
Very absurd.
It's very absurd.
Let me ask you something. Who is invited? And are you part of Dominate?
If you are a woman, and you feel it inside your spirit that something is turning, something is, even if it is small and you've not yet felt it, or you're in a place where you're tired of where you are and you know that this is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be somewhere, but I don't know how to move from here to there where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I'm not up there where I want to go, because also now sometimes we are also a bit too much. You've just started your job, you want to be the CEO. Go slowly. say on my way to being a CEO, from being the CEO, can I go from being an intern to a contractual worker? So you're just there and you're like, I feel like there's more to me than what I'm doing. There's more to me than how I'm living my life. There's more to my marriage. There's more to my children. There's more to my job. There's more to my finances. There's more to my home. There's more to my products. There's more to my business. You feel like there's more, Nayenga, you don't know. Okay, now that I know there's more, how do I get the more? So you're that kind of woman. If you're also that kind of woman who is just tired of trying and it's not working. It's just not working. No matter what you do, no matter how much you try, and that's a place that you want to be. And especially if you're aged, if you're 19 and above, you're welcome.
No, I've got some momo. Yeah, one more momo pay or some momo no sasula. Abidi munana kwasa wanyezi okumacha.
Sawa satu. Na ye gets open at 7. Banange mwangu
we. Sawa satu.
Paka so the whole day. We're there the whole day. The conference is from 9 to 1. But then we shall let me say it properly.
Okay.
Gates will open at 7 a.m. Please make sure you're there, because that's when you get the best seats. Don't come at 9. Come at 7.
Okay.
Yeah, and start your verification. Nedda, let me come there. I'm coming. Okay. Come in at 7 and make sure you queue in and you get your tag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Immediately you get your tag. Let's say now you've come at 7. By 7:30 they've already verified your ticket. There is an exhibition. And that exhibition, we have people who are selling food, they're selling juice, all the breakfast. You can have your breakfast there. Just make sure you have your what? Your ticket. Yes. Because at exactly 9, the conference will start. So you make sure you're inside the main tent for the conference. The conference will run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. After that, the exhibition is still available for you. And why is it available? Maybe you have a wedding after that. There will be a place for you to do your makeup. Maybe you wanted to do your nails. You can do your nails. Maybe you even wanted to go to the spa. There will be a spa. Maybe you needed to go and see a doctor. There will be a hospital. But maybe you wanted to shop food from the market. There will be a market. Maybe you wanted to shop from a supermarket. Everything will be there for you. In fact, the next weekend is Easter. So if you need clothes for your husband, for yourself, for your children, those vendors will be there. All you have to do is come, finish all your shopping there, so that when you're going out, you're just going straight to your home.
Wow.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Banange, thanks to Manuela.
Thank you so much.
Of
course.
Actually, even after Dominate, nzikiza tukomewo tubyogereko n'abantu bayize ebintu ebyo banedda abakyala mujje twekwate twekwanye twesitule batujja mu kiyungu naye twabwe tuli stuck somewhere. Don't be stuck, my dear. Come, tugenda mu Dominating abiri munana. I have to be there.
Yes, absolutely.
And I have to select my own feet.
Yes, please.
Now, wimbaja okujja ne bba wange n'amuleeta
nedda kati bbaawo kasasulire also your best friend. Leka nkunyumize. Why? Because the people you walk together with need to have the same mindset as you. So if you're advanced and you've come and he knows you've come to dominate and you are growing, you're becoming better, but your best friend is not, and she's there advising you, that one, no, do like this. No, he would rather get his money and say, you pay for your friend, let her come so that you both have the same mindset.
So no men?
No men.
No men.
All the men who are coming, they are coming to usher us in. They are doing production. They are on that day. They are service providers. He's a service provider. I'm not lying. He's a service provider. Yes.
Don't just give me a yes or no answer. Are you a feminist?
Yes.
Till next time, Gomba Business and Technical Institute, tubalize waledi enansa na kubranch FM atene Gomba Hardware World. Thank you so much. Kushona, thank you. Alice, thank you. The team that I work with, please, thank you so much. Atemu abatulaba mumukirira nze very Flavia namulindwa kubula mwana kwesokera. Bye.
You're watching Diaspora Connect UG. The views expressed on this program or commentary are solely of the individuals providing them and do not represent or reflect the official policy or position of this YouTube channel or its management. You've been watching Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home.
Osibyootya mukwano gwange omulungi. Leero nsize nkulage ku ttaka lye tulina Entebbe Road. Kati wano we tuli bayitawo Lutembe, almost very close to Lutembe Beach. Ekyemmanga wange oba otunuddewo waliwo Pine, lino ly'ettaka lye tulinawo. Ziri poloti 4 5 ku 100. Zibadde ziwerako naye kati tugenze tutondako, so wasigaddewo poloti 4. Emabega wa Kalitunsi ono bw'omubuusa amaaso waliyo amazzi, ennyanja oba ogiina. So kitegeeza ki nti emiti gino bwe givaawo waliwo Lake View, oba bw'ozimba n'oyambukako waggulu waliwo Lake View ennungi okukamala. Ettaka lirina landscape ennungi nga bw'oliraba liri raised, si lya ntobazi yadde.